Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. Tonight we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Toronto Raptors. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Wednesday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And for that game against the Heat, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Grady Dick, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And for San Antonio, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Jones and Vassell are the 1 and the 2. And it's Johnson in at the 3. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another.
Here's Abaji. No points so far. Right side, Barrett. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with a wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
A big-time effort for Emmanuel Quickley, providing a lot of energy for the Toronto Raptors. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off.
And so it's Toronto going into the break up 12. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly.
53.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten. And so Toronto takes the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us, David Aldridge. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And that game against Sacramento, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia is out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Klingon in at the 5 spot. And for the Spurs, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The guard pair are Jones and Vassell. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the... A different look now for Portland. Kamara's checked in, and it's Wade in for Jeremy Grant. Inside, Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And here are the Trailblazers now, trailing by 13. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one to start a 3-game homestand with that game. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Wade and Vernie Simons out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamara in at the power forward position. 4 on the clock. For 3, Henderson. It's rebounded by McNeely. Spurs leading by 13. Pass to Baldwin. Sohan with the ball. Here's McNeely. No good from outside. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Kamara. And it's Wade in the corner. They set the pick. Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
And while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that one.
Here's Baldwin. No scoring in this one. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen. Baldwin the pass to Wembanyama. Klingon with the steal. And here is Simons. And the lead is down inside single digits. And 11 points for Anthony Simons. Spurs leading by 9. Wembanyama outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for San Antonio?
Well,
and the first half is now in the books. Spurs lead by 11. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. Guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
And you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story to...
Give them credit. They just keep coming, pushing the action, drawing lots of whistles. They actually made the game kind of Kenny. Get it?
Okay, let's take a moment now to celebrate our Players of the Week. For the East, Joel Embiid.
When Embiid is playing like this, he looks like the best player in the league at any position. The key now is sustaining this level of output the rest of the way.
And avoiding the injury bug. I hear it's going around. Ooh, my back.
Oh, my God, it's an injury bug.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.
Thanks, everyone, for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Ali LaForce, our reporter, and a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Warriors, they pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
You know, for the Spurs, they're going in the wrong direction. The good news, it's still super early in the season. Lots of games still to be played and lots of time to flip the switch.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Jones and Vassell are the 1 and the 2. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Also Johnson out there. And it's Traoré in at the 1. Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside, Williams. He puts up a three. Gets the three ball to go. Spurs. Trail by 14. On the floor for San Antonio. Zach Collins out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Castle, and it's Baldwin in at the point guard position. Collins outside. Clock at 6. Baldwin, pass to Barnes. Beyond the arc. Castle misses. Nets leading by 14. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Ryan, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Ryan, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Okogie. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Williams from long range. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 14. To the middle. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Okogie. Williams from long range. Rebounded by Castle. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Castle. Here's Okogie. Outside, Williams.
Watch the screen.
And it's blocked by Collins. He's all alone. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pass to Sharp. Outside, Williams. Back to Sharp. Wide open look. Rebounded by the Spurs. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden.
Well, B.A., consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4, count them, 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
First one falls for him.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They've been impeccable from the line here in the second period, doing what they can to try to build some momentum.
Pass to Toure. Claxton a screen on Jones. And here is Williams. Lets it go from the wing, and he knocks the jumper down. Williams has got 7 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Pass to Claxton. Thomas outside. The rebound by the Spurs.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to review the game plan.
Here they are, team.
All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Brooklyn out in front, leading by just 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
You know, I think for Brooklyn, they didn't get the email I sent. Season has started, fellas. They look surprised they're getting whoopings. High hopes does not win games. They got to wake up, get it together. Good news, still time.
And taking a look now at the Brooklyn Nets. They're in a close contest.
They've had the hot hand from deep. So I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.